Hello everyone. It's time to have an update. So that was the small hiatus that I had. So now the hiatus is over. I'll be trying to make some little animations. And two Bible Discovery shorts are in the creating. One is just out of the video filming process and is just in the editing process. And one is almost leaving the editing process and going to YouTube to get edited over that YouTube before uploaded. So yeah, so that's really it. But now let me start animating. I don't know which test this is. From Mito. Maybe I should get one. Mito account. Because YouTube basically loves. Because if you don't ride the YouTube slave train, you're basically at the mercy of their horrific bots. Because their bots, if they can hear what you're talking about, boom, demonetization. Or worse, your channel is deleted. Which means you're making one account on your computer. And sometimes when some channels are terminated, you don't see them again forever. Usually the small little guys. The guys trying to get big, and then YouTube terminates them. Because once they start making a profit for YouTube, what's the point of getting rid of them? Yeah. Notice I'm thinking that every once in a while, I'll take a piece of paper and draw some political cartoons. And a new series. I know I'm just making new series all the time, but I'm not gonna have to find a regular upload date. Bible Discovery will be unpredictable though. Until I can find a regular update for it. Okay, let me write something. What should I animate? And also, let me tell you something. For YouTube, you have to make sure that if you do make a living off YouTube, you should also get a job, because if you have a stable job, you should be able to go keep that stable job. But if you want to leave that stable job with stable benefits, sure, go ahead. have a job with unstable benefits, and probably die in the middle of nowhere. It's like YouTube. You gotta realize that you gotta find another job to support you because heart disease or something. I've heard that he has kidney stones. He did give away his cats because he couldn't afford to take care of them. Okay, that's really bad, but have an emergency job because you can't expect that in this age YouTube does not care. But luckily, with fierce competition on the rise, YouTube won't be able to keep up that business practice because they could just torture people. Just straight up torture people. And get away with it. But now they can't do that anymore because the fierce competition. If you want to, you can just say, okay, I'm going to still be on YouTube, but I'm going to be streaming on all these other places. So YouTube is basically still good, but they're struggling to not make a profit. Google acquired them, so Google attached Google Plus and YouTube, but nobody uses Google Plus. Google Plus, before Google Plus, there's like this huge social media thing that Google created. People loved it, but then Google said, hey, let me kill this thing, which people obviously love, and take YouTube and Google Plus to just do it. Because companies, they love putting their features to the axe. They just love executing things with stuff. Because people say, oh, no one likes MS Paint. But now they're trying to get rid of MS Paint, and no one wants that. If you don't like MS Paint, I guess that's a win for you. But if you do like MS Paint, that's a good for you. Hey, you want to hear a fun fact? Well, no, then that's too bad. And yes, okay. Did you know that Nokia's ringtone is very recognizable? I think all of you know what it is. But this European drummer, which this guy, I forgot his name, but he was born in the 19th century, which is the 1800s, and he died in 1909. So he lived a good life. And this song that he made, this guitar solo, he was a good classical guitarist in Spain. He made a guitar solo which was 12 notes long, and everyone recognizes it. The Nokia ringtone. So basically, they didn't even have to spend any money, because he was dead for 70 years, the EU was here, and Nokia could basically take that ringtone, and now it's under Nokia copyright law. So, sometimes it's just a good idea, because over the horizon is good too. But Nokia is just more, recognizable. And also the thing about animation is that you just people, when you're not an animator and you're waiting, there's some people in the comments that say, oh, can you please just hurry up? Like, what's taking you so long? And then what you do is that you just get sad, saying, well, and you just get offended. Like, if you're those type of people which says, how come it takes so long to make animation? Disney could pump it out much, much more. Well, these guys, they actually, Disney and Pixar and all those companies, they pump out movies because they have a lot of people working there. Yeah, so they have a lot of people, but on YouTube it's just weird. And on YouTube it takes longer. But people went from Newgrounds to go to YouTube to make money, and YouTube is preventing you to make money. Patreon decided to make high fees, so now they're just backing out of the business, because if a company decides to do something stupid, new companies will pop up having a better deal. And I'll be saying, why am I doing all these tests with leaves and plants? Well, the thing is that I really want to do this because I have this little animation in mind. It's been in my head for a while, so I'm starting to do tests to see how not shaky my finger is. Because I animate with my finger, okay? This is just a little test of a tomato growing. And it's just one little... I don't want to spoil too much. But it's going to be something... I'm going to be very vague when I try to. It's going to be... one of the longest animations I've ever made. Because believe me, some YouTubers, they have a small little thing. Like there are so many small YouTube channels about cringy little stuff that no one talks about. Because back then, the competition was not as fierce as it is. When businesses are just starting, like the airline business, there's like a few companies. But now these companies are fiercely. And this is one thing, you can't just keep putting the blame on Air Canada and United. Like, let's say you crash your car, you can't blame Mitsubishi or something, or any of those car companies, because it's your fault. You should be the one that should get the car insurance. Get travel insurance, right? Because if you don't get it, you really cannot complain. But you might say, oh, but if the flight is delayed, the airline should do something. Yes, but you have to realize that their goal at the end of the day for every for-profit company is to make a profit. They have to pay employees. They have the people that are working on the board or something at the very high parts of the corporate ladder have families of their own. People that are working there have families of their own. So do you realize that, yeah, they do have families. Like, if you want to commission an artist, yeah, you have to pay them, because you can't say, oh, you're selfish. You're so freaking selfish. Let's say, oh, can I have a drawing? Okay, that'll be 20 points, please. You're selfish. You're the most selfish human being on earth. You're so selfish. Selfish. I'm gonna report you. Kill yourself. I was a huge, big fan of you, and then you want to charge me? I want to keep some money for myself. I'm gonna report you. You're selfish. Do you want to draw for that person? No, of course not. And if you're that type of person, change your attitude, please. Because I'm pretty sure that if your boss were to freaking torture you, like, you go to work, you would work, and you get no money in return. But they say, people got families of their own to feed, so why should they give you money? You'd be furious. So they realize that we all understand that you have families of your own. Okay. It's not the most stable thing. So that's pretty good. If you live in the northern hemisphere of summer, it's hot. Oh my goodness. Live stream ends. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.